playing the intro, or the beginning to Borderlands 1. I am doing this very special video because I watched the Borderlands movie, and quick thoughts, thought it was the worst thing I've ever watched, probably ever, and I highly advise that you do not spend money watching that movie, because it is a disaster. I myself had to watch it. I had to watch it for myself, because I am a huge, huge Borderlands fan. I have a very soft spot for Borderlands in my heart, and they crushed that. I mean, Borderlands 3 kind of already crushed that as well, but the Borderlands movie kind of just spat on it and stomped on it and all of that awful, awful stuff. I'm gonna try to keep the spoilers to a minimum just in case you guys are curious about watching it one day. So, I will do my absolute best. No promises. I'll definitely let you know if I think I'm going to spoil something. But again, trust me, it's not desirable to watch that movie. Anyway, let's get into a single-player game. These are my 2 attempts at playing this game. I played as Mordecai, and I played as Roland. That's pretty funny. Let's go with a new character, though. And if we have to go through the intro, then I'm gonna have to skip it. Can I even skip it? Looks like I can't. Unless it just has to load. Let's see. Maybe I can spam. Maybe I can spam a little bit. Maybe I can spam a little bit. It's not working. Well, I'll just let Marcus talk a little bit until we can maybe skip it. Or I'll just skip it in editing. Who knows? But we'll let him take it away.
Even with his dying breath. Advanced alien technology, infinite wealth, fame, power, women. So you can understand why some little kiddos who hear the stories grow up to become vault hunters. Well, I have a story you may not believe, but I tell you it is true. The legend of the vault is real, and it is here on Pandora. And let's call it a guardian angel, appeared to guide the vault hunters to their prize. The tale begins right here on Pandora with the brave vault hunters, the guardian angel, and most importantly, me.
Alright, thank you so very much, Marcus. I think I skipped the cutscene already. Alright, and it's time for us to pick our character. I don't know who the best character would be for a solo playthrough. I don't know if I'm gonna go through the entire game. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't ever. But maybe I'll have the drive to do it this time. I think I want to go with Mordecai again, maybe. Tell you what, I'm not gonna think about it that much. I'm just gonna go with him. And there is Angel. Crazy how she kinda has, like such a large role in this game. Especially because her whole role kind of comes into play in the sequel. Alright. Thank you, Angel. Yeah, I know your name. Any Borderlands fan knows that. No problem. Oh, yes, we will. And in movie form as well. I don't know if that's a spoiler. I mean, it's kind of a spoiler, but hey, he's in the movie. I'm sure you knew that. Let's say hi to the OG Claptrap, right after we get blinded. Hello. Oh, goodness. This is running on my Xbox Series X, but this is a Xbox 360 game, so if I press this, it takes me to the Xbox guide, which I love. But yeah, I forgot what the name of this area is. Thank you, Claptrap, for my echo. Getting all of my HUD details. All of my HUD details. Appreciate that. But yeah, this is typically everyone's least favorite Borderlands game. It is the oldest, and it is the least, I don't know, mechanically functional. I don't know if that's the word necessarily, but the guns definitely have more personality in the sequels. Sure thing, buddy. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna change my name, but I will change my color, even though there's actually no point in doing that because I'm never gonna see myself. Unless I die. Is that a thing? When you die, do you see yourself? I don't know. But I can see my gloves, so there's that. Copy that. I like how they integrate respawns into the game, but at the same time, whenever a character gets killed off, that kind of goes away. I think that's kind of funny. Alright. We start off with 145 bucks. Oh, I think they're, oh yeah. Those are the, I mean, some of those are bandits. I think all of those are bandits, actually. Do I only have a sniper? Oh, wait. You have successfully unlocked the Gearbox Mercenary Weapon Pack. Amazing. Let me, oh, I can't. I can only use my sniper right now. Well, that's fine. I'll let these guys do their thing. And when am I allowed to go in? Claptrap, how do I get in there? Fantastic. He said the words. He said the words, guys. And he smacked his head. Fantastic. I am also playing this on a controller. I think that was, you know, I'm sure you could figure that out. Especially when I told you that I was playing on console. Oh my god, how did I miss that? Kabooyah. Wait. Am I tweaking? Let me try that again. Quick scope. That's right. Another one. Kabooyah. Fantastic. I love that it tells you at the top, there's like a little message log that tells you all the stuff that you picked up. Oh, there's a bandit thug here. But yeah, I definitely wanted to talk about the Borderlands movie a little bit, because that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, and why I wanted to see that movie as soon as I did. Fun fact about me, my friend group had a presentation night where we all gave presentations to each other. And this was around a couple months ago, I believe. Let's grab that, and then grab that. I think I know how switching weapons works, thank you. And I gave my presentation on why the Borderlands movie is probably going to be really bad. And I did not expect to be as right as I was. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would have loved to be proven wrong. I would have loved that. But no. No, I was proved right. Like very, very much proved right. The movie was awful. Even if you aren't a fan of the Borderlands franchise, even if you know nothing about it, right? It still fails to stand on its own 2 feet, which is crazy. The pacing is so fast. And even when it does get, like, semi-serious, it does not take itself seriously at all. Like, there's a quote-unquote sacrifice moment, and the very next, like, line or scene is just so unserious. It was particularly awful to watch. I kind of had a structure for how I wanted to talk about the movie and all the problems that I had with it. I had like an order of which I would talk about specific things. And I wanted to talk about the characters that are in the movie, first of all. I have, in no particular order, written down. I'm just gonna go through the line, or through the list of them. I got a level up, by the way, which is fantastic. I'll let this next part of the game play out, because I think this is where we meet Dr. Zed. Yeah, this is Firestone, that's right. I think they actually do reference that in the movie, but I mean, Pandora kind of looks all the same, especially in Borderlands 1, but in the Borderlands movie, it looks very much all like this, which is fine. I think Borderlands 2, I think it was ultimately good for Borderlands 2 to sort of diversify the landscape and the maps and all of that. But yeah, no, Pandora is generally supposed to be this wasteland, desert, crap hole. Let's use this. This is where he meets Zed. It's so unfortunate how he kind of got the boot in Borderlands 3. I don't know why, to be honest. I don't know if there even is a reason why they kind of just did away with them. Let me turn in this quest. I will fight the skags at the gate now. Okay, Claptrap's gonna open the gate for us. And I also remember coming here in Borderlands 2. I know that you can go back to Firestone when it's all it's got like a bunch of iridium waste, or rather slag waste. And right over there is where you fight, I think, Saturn. I think. Not too sure what his name was, but I think it was Saturn. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, Claptrap has died. But anyway, in no particular order, I'll non-spoiler way, explain why they were awful. And not only poorly written, but so far from the source material. And listen, I was so up for me to be proven wrong when they went in a different direction, you know what I mean? Hold on, I gotta fix Claptrap real quick. I gotta grab that repair kit. But, I mean, they really changed a lot of characters. Almost everyone. And again, I would have loved to see them do it and actually make it work, but they really did not. It was terrible. Starting off with Lilith. She's kind of the protagonist of the movie. The only reason I say that is because they waste so much time that could go towards developing the crew and developing other people's story and developing like their interpersonal relationships and stuff. But no, they did not. They did not do that. Instead, they made a whole like plot for Lilith that is not even present in the games. It has nothing to do with the games. It's just something that they created, and it's really bad. All of the jokes as well are quite atrocious, which, if you asked the right person, they would say is Borderlands, but these jokes were terrible. It's like they grabbed the same exact people who wrote Borderlands 3 and somehow made it worse. I really don't know. But I'm not going to give too much away about Lilith. All I can say is... I don't know. I don't think I can say anything. If you guys care. I'll just say that they don't really give her the things that make her Lilith for a good portion of the movie. And it's quite tragic. Also, it's like a different take on Lilith, because she's like 50 years old. And I was very open to seeing their interpretation of this, but it was very strange seeing our beloved character as a 50-year-old, while everybody else is their traditional ages, you know what I mean? Let me swap out my sniper. I already equipped my shield. But yeah, Lilith is pretty much the main character. Tragic how they handled her. Okay, it's time to start fighting 9-2s. Next up, I would like to talk about Tiny Tina. Again, she plays a pretty important role, quote unquote, to the story. So I can't reveal a whole lot, but they totally rewrote her backstory. And it's not great. It's not a good one. But yeah, not only did they totally rewrite her whole backstory, like everything that makes Tiny Tina, but they didn't even, I don't know if it was the actress's fault or if it was the direction of said actress, I'm going to put my money on the direction of the actor or actress. But she does not act like Tiny Tina at all. Like, all of the props and the costume design look fantastic. I'll give them, at the very least, that. Like, the people who made the costumes, they did their homework, and it's not hard to mess up. I'll be honest, because it's kind of just their clothes. It's kind of just the things that they wear, like, all the time. But still, you have to give credit where credit is due. Again, Tiny Tina, kind of like 5% of what Tiny Tina is in the games. She was not crazy at all. She was not, like, quirky. She was kind of just really toned down and low-key. Which is not how you want to portray Tiny Tina. So, I really think it was the writer's fault and the director, which I think are the same person. It's directed by Eli Roth. And I think he co-wrote it as well, as what I heard. So yeah, I think they messed up a lot there. Next up, I also want to talk about Claptrap, played by Jack Black. But first, we need to meet DK Baha, the GOAT.
One more step and it'll be your last. You should have seen the look on your face.
What a guy. See, I didn't really know DK Baha because my first game was Borderlands 2. So they always had, like, references to him. There was, like, his daughter, I think. And then there's, like, you get DK Baha in, like, the Halloween DLC. In, oh. Yeah, that's in progress. Cool. But yeah, I didn't understand DK Baha's, like, importance or anything like that when I first started out. I had friends that knew because they played this game prior. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about Claptrap, played by Jack Black. Honestly, depending on who you asked, it's kind of like 50-50 opinions on Jack Black voicing Claptrap, because, like, if you had any famous actor portray Claptrap, I mean, personally, I was very open to Jack Black playing Claptrap a lot more than Roland playing, or sorry, Kevin Hart playing Roland, you know what I mean? Let's grab this food real quick. There should be more around here. Oh, look at that. A TDR repeater. But yeah, I think this, all of the jokes that were written with Claptrap were definitely taken out of Borderlands 3, Borderlands 3's book, because half of Claptrap's quote-unquote jokes is just him singing. Like, there's a car chase sequence, and they're like, here, Claptrap, take the wheel, and he grabs the wheel, and he's just singing. He's like, I'm driving, and it's just not funny. And granted, depending on the person you ask, again, people will say, yeah, it's very representative of Borderlands. But I think there's a difference between 2012 writing and just straight up bad writing. If that makes sense. But otherwise, Claptrap looked pretty good. I heard something about the CGI artists who made Claptrap. They weren't credited, which, if that's true, that's insane. Because Claptrap does look really, really good. And honestly, the CGI is great. CGI looks fantastic. All of the animals and monsters and other CGI stuff, it looks cool. Very, very serviceable. There's nothing wrong with that. I think I need to go into here to buy a grenade mod. No, just grenades. Okay. Cool. You now have a grenade. Thank you. Fantastic. Where do I turn that in? Do I have to go? I have to go back to DK Baja. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with the mechanically. Like, I have been running back and forth between Firestone and other stuff around Firestone kind of constantly, but I think this game was released in... No, I actually don't want to guess. Maybe 2008. 2000... Yeah, I'm gonna lock in my answer. Alright, it's time to take down 9 does. Do I have my bird yet? No. That's tragic. I want, Bloodwing. Formerly Bloodwing. Then Bloodwing died in Borderlands 2. And now we have Talon. I remember hearing about, Mordecai getting a new bird named Talon in, the Son of Cromorax DLC. That was pretty fun. Borderlands 2 honestly has some pretty good DLCs. I'm a big fan of all of those, especially like the one-shot ones, such as the Cromorax DLC. Let's go ahead and grab this BLR, a bad repeater. Pop, 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 pop. Fantastic. So, yeah, I don't think there's much else to talk about. Claptrap. He looked cool. You know, the voice is serviceable. I mean, I don't think there's a single person on planet Earth who can replicate the original Claptrap from Borderlands 1 and 2. As you were able to probably see in Borderlands 3. So, when I saw Claptrap on screen and I heard Jack Black, I thought that was Claptrap. And I think, you know, they did okay there. But his jokes were god-awful. And there is so much stuff. I know it may sound like I may be glazing it a little bit, but trust me, I am giving it the most of the benefit of the doubt. I promise you. I'm trying so very hard to find good things to say, because everything else is kind of like a little spoilery. So I mean, I've skimmed over stuff about like Lilith and Tiny Tina that I wish I could talk about. I actually might make a secondary presentation on why the Borderlands movie failed to adapt. And honestly, in my opinion, I'm sure there's worse out there. Alright, I'm sure that there are worse adaptations out there. But it is the worst video game adaptation that I have personally seen myself. And that may just be biased because I love Borderlands myself. And it was very tragic to see another flop in the Borderlands franchise. But yeah, moving on to Tannis, yet another character that did not have to be portrayed by someone as old as Jamie Lee Curtis. And again, Jamie Lee Curtis fantastic actress, but not really the actress for the job. Well, I guess you could say it was the good actress for the job because she's written to be very old. What is this? Ladyfinger. Yeah, I'll take that. You currently have 2 slots available for switching weapons. Thank you, thank you. Like I didn't know that. Now we gotta fight 9 toes, which I think we just go in here, right? Hey, we leveled up, and we can get Bloodwing. So allow me to pop that. Look how boring that skill tree looks. That's so funny. I love that, man. Anyway, let's use Bloodwing. I don't remember how it works exactly. Okay, it just takes out one thing and that's it. That's funny. But yeah, Tannis. One thing about Tannis is that she's smart and she knows a lot about the ancient Iridians. However, she is batshit insane. That is her whole character. Because she came down to Pandora with a research team. I think with Doll, actually. And they, all of her peers died except for her. So over years, I think it was years, she went insane. And there is no shred of, not a single ounce of insanity in Jamie Lee Curtis's performance. And I should rephrase that because I don't think it's her performance that's wrong. Because Jamie Lee Curtis is a fantastic actress, like I said. But I think she was written in a way that is not at all representative of her character in the games. So I very much hate them for that. I hate the writers for that. Speaking of the writers, during my research for that presentation that I did, I learned that the writer for HBO's The Last of Us TV show, actually wrote the Borderlands movie. But then when he was asked about it, like years later, he was like, "Oh, I didn't work on that," which is hilarious. Because I don't know if it was him that messed up, but someone messed up, and he knew it. He absolutely knew that it was the biggest piece of dog shit that has ever been put to screen. And fun fact about the production is that it was originally announced, the movie was announced back in 2015, I think it was, and it was released in 2024. If you're having trouble figuring out how long that was, it was 9 years. 9 years to make that movie. It was definitely in development hell for a while. And honestly, they should have just dropped it, man. In my personal opinion. And I'm not saying that my personal opinion is super valuable, but at least I kind of know some things when I talk about them. Because if those who don't know, I currently am in college for film. So I mean, gaming is my hobby. Borderlands is one of my favorite beloved gaming franchises, and to see a film so poorly made on a franchise that I love is so tragic, man. It actually hurt to watch this god dang movie, man. I'm trying not to curse about it, but yeah. Yeah, there's not much else to say about Tannis other than it's not really Tannis. Again, I think they took a page out of Borderlands 3 for that character specifically. Let's see what we get in this red chest. Hey, look, a shotgun. Should I go for one? I can't really equip it with my sniper. I'll take it. I'll take it for now. And I'll take this too. Why not? Now we just gotta go all the way back. Is there another quest for us to do? No. There's not. Okay, cool. Cool. Pretty good. Ah, and it's an elevator. Fantastic. So yeah, next up I have Roland to talk about. Honestly, there's not much to say about Roland, other than it's Kevin Hart, and I mean, he does play like, you know, a serious, semi-serious role. The whole thing is a quote-unquote comedy action film. So, I mean, I understand Kevin Hart's place in it, but Roland is the serious one. That is who Roland is. And they don't even have his turret. The one defining thing about Roland, gameplay-wise, is his turret. Even Borderlands 2 got that right when they had him as an NPC. And, yeah, no, he doesn't have that. And, yeah, quite tragic. Again, not much else to say about Roland. I thought he was gonna have a large role, considering he's the Atlas operative, and he's the one who defects from the Atlas Corporation. And that's not really a spoiler, that's kind of what happens in the games, although it's not explicitly stated, you know. But yeah, I'll just move on from that. Next up we have Krieg, and me personally, I had a huge problem with Krieg being in the movie, in a Borderlands movie that is supposed to reflect kind of the events of the first game. But they have Krieg in the movie, and Krieg's introduction to the games was all centered around Maya. If anybody remembers the intro, like the character trailer, I guess, where Krieg saves Maya from a bunch of like rats, and he falls in love with her on the spot, and his inner monologue basically tells him that, you know, this girl is his only hope at becoming sane again. She is his only hope, and that's kind of what drove a lot of people to like Krieg, especially me. I loved Krieg, and I loved like the canon shipping of these two, and just seeing that he was gonna be in the Borderlands movie with Maya to be nowhere in sight is atrocious. It is the stupidest thing. It's just really how you know that they're just trying to pile in the most popular characters. And, you know, the fact that they don't care about the source material and the fans. This is a huge middle finger to every Borderlands fan. And it's like, you would think that they knew that, right? But I don't know how someone gets their hands on such a popular, such a beloved franchise and just says, you know what, we don't know anything about this. We're gonna give it our best shot. I cannot believe that, man. Let's turn in this quest to Zed, and then we can move on to the next character, probably. Okay, we got a grenade mod. Then we gotta check the bounty board. We are still in Firestone. It's crazy. Bounty board, which is right here. Bounty board, bounty board, bounty board, bounty board. Job hunting. Okay, catch a ride, and DK has more work. Fantastic. I guess we can go visit Mr. DK Baha. Maybe this is where he gives us he gives us his, shotgun. The DK wave or something like that. I don't know. Let me toss that grenade in there. Yeah, it's got the separate explosions. Also, we just got a message from Scooter. Fun fact, Scooter is actually in the film, and so is Ellie, but they don't have a line. They don't have lines. They are, they beat the bad guy, spoiler alert, and at the very end, they have this big celebration in Sanctuary, and beside Moxy are her two children, Scooter and Ellie, and they are just dancing. That's it. They don't have lines. They have their costumes and they look like the characters, which was insane to see. Oh, this guy's got multiple quests. Oh, I guess we can kill Scar. I'm good with that. I'm gonna get DK Ba's leg back. Gonna get his leg back. But yeah, moving on from there. I mean, we covered all of the like main characters. Let's go ahead and spend some of these. Let's do Gun Crazy, and let's do the Bloodwing causes enemies to drop additional money, ammo, and healing items when it attacks. I'm good with that. I think next I'll just upgrade Bloodwing a lot more, and I gotta use Bloodwing a lot more. That too. So we gotta go all the way to, I already forgot the name of the area. Skag Gully. Skag Gully. Anyway, there's only two characters that I kind of wanted to talk about. I don't really want to mess with that, because it's just going to be talking over me. Maybe I can do that later. But I do feel like they sort of, in a way, messed up Moxy. Mad Moxy, owner of Moxy's Bar. You know who I'm talking about. I think I have to go this way, actually. Yeah, I think so. And it's not like they didn't do anything wrong per se. I just think that they didn't treat her with enough importance. Like, Moxy is a super big character in the games, you know? And I feel like in the movie her presentation wasn't all that grand. Like, when you enter sanctuary in Borderlands 2, right? And you go all the way around, and you meet all these different people, and they have their own, like, intro cutscenes, kind of like the one that we saw with Zed at the beginning. You don't get that feeling when you meet Moxy, you know what I mean? And that's kind of tragic. I wish they treated her with more respect, I suppose. She's a beloved character. I don't think they got that. And she also serves the terrible plot that involves Lilith's backstory. It's quite awful how they just have Moxy only talk about that. That's all that she kind of does, is talk about that. And the only other person that I have listed in the character section of my list of things to talk about is Marcus. And I gotta say, the guy who played Marcus had the voice down. Like, that was Marcus. And of course he drives the Vault Hunters. Oh my god. He basically does everything that Marcus does in the games, and I think that was cool. I can give them that they paid attention there. But again, it's not something that you can really mess up. It's kind of hard to mess that up. So, yeah, give and take. But yeah, the guy who played him, fantastic job. He understood his character, and knew exactly how to play it, and I think that's really cool. He definitely embodied him, 100%. Where is TK's leg? Where is it? Oh, hold on. Let me get a little shot off. Oh, I missed that one. Cool. Where is that leg? That's not a leg, that is a... Wait. What? It's telling me to go this way. It's supposed to be like right here. Am I getting something wrong? I'm very confused. Do I need to shoot? How about... Oh, I don't have a grenade. Tragic. Oh, okay, I got it. I think it was stuck in the ground. I think it may have been stuck in the ground. But, yeah, that pretty much covers all of the characters that were present in the Borderlands movie. To note, they did not include Brick and Mordecai, which I'm sure you already knew that, but I think that is extremely criminal that they chose to do that. And yeah, this may be a spoiler as well, so continue at your own discretion. You know how there is a vault monster at the end of every, video game? At the end of every Borderlands game, you have a different kind of vault monster. That is the rule. Well, spoiler alert, they get to the entrance of the vault, and they open it. I'm not gonna say how, or under what conditions, but at a certain point it gets opened, and they did not have to fight a vault monster. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't present, but it was not what you're probably expecting, and it's bad. It's pretty bad, pretty tragic. Also, I totally forgot to mention, Claptrap in the movie has he's not his own character. Like, in the movie, he's programmed to help Lilith, because of her, like, backstory. Someone basically programs him to help Lilith when she comes to Pandora, which is, terrible. Which is really something that I kind of hate a lot, because that kind of takes away from Claptrap and his own, like Claptrap has a will of his own, you know what I mean? Claptrap is Claptrap. He is a character, he is a person, practically. Okay, what do I have to do now? I think I have to go over here to fix the catch-a-ride system. But yeah, like I said before, the movie did not make me laugh. I don't know if I said that before, but the movie did not get me to laugh with a joke. Oh my god, how did I miss that? I'm sorry about that. Oh, Bonehead is level 11. We are a little under-leveled, I think. Yeah, we're level 8. Bloodwing, get him. Please. Oh, he got one. Bam. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm missing so much. Yeah. And kapow. Oh my god. I shouldn't even be a sniper. I shouldn't have chosen Mordecai, man. Man, yeah, you're level 10. But I have a fire pistol, so it's okay. It is alright. How about another Bloodwing attack? Fantastic. I missed. I keep missing. Mordecai from Borderlands 2 would not miss his shots like that. Okay, I think I just need to get up there. Get some fire on him. Get him to burn a little bit. Okay. How about some sniper shots? I like the sound of that. Stand still. Oh my god. This is so tragic. Come on. Got him. Took me a second. Took me a good old second. Where is Bloodwing going? Oh boy, what are you doing? Is that iridium? Or is that a rare gun? Actually, I don't think there is iridium in this game, now that I think about it. It's a great SMG. It's a purple SMG. Fantastic. Let me take this guy out, maybe. Okay. I gotta take him out with the sniper. Fantastic. Let me take that. And this is what? A TDOR gun. Does that mean? No. Yeah, again, the guns kind of don't have a whole lot of personality. Not like Borderlands 2 or 3 or even the pre-sequel. And I actually once had an argument with a very good friend of mine back in the day, which is like something like 10 years ago, honestly, where he said he liked Borderlands 1 the most, and I was like, you are weird, buddy. And I threw the argument in that the guns aren't really that great. And he was like, I actually like how they don't have wacky like modes and like I was like TDOR, or not TDOR, I was like Torgue weapons are so cool. Like a Torgue shotgun in Borderlands 2 is the coolest thing ever. With like the slow rounds, it's so satisfying. And he did not agree. He was like, I hate that. I like that they're all the same. And again, I was like, you're crazy, bud. Let's get a rocket launcher gunner. Only 8 color colors to choose from. We'll go with my favorite. Oops. There we go. Alright. Thank you for the tutorial. Thank you much. So we have to jump over Pisswash Gully, which should be right here. Here we go. Fantastic. Yeah, it did. Also, Pisswash Gully is like a place in the movie. Granted, it is a lot different, and they like to do that a lot, where they just kind of just throw in references just to have references. They make a Face McShooty reference without Face McShooty. Claptrap literally just says, "Shoot him in the face," while there's a fight going on, and then he goes, shoot him in the face again. And that's kind of bad. It's kind of terrible. And I hate it. But they do a lot of other stuff that, like, I get that reference. But it's nothing more than a reference. And it's different. It's not like, it's not the reference, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. Another reference that they kind of have is, they reference Caustic Caverns, and they're like, we have to go to Caustic Caverns, and then they go there, and Tannis is like talking into her echo, or she's talking to everybody else, and she's like, she gives information about Caustic Caverns, and basically gives the information that the pools of acid are so acidic that it dissolves everything except for the crystals that are only found in Caustic Caverns. But you don't see those, you don't see those crystals at all. You don't see a chrysalid at all. And the reason why is because all that Caustic Caverns is in the movie is a sewer. It is literally just a hallway that is a sewer. And instead of sewer water, you have acid, and that is all that Caustic Caverns in the movie is. And I think that is stupid, personally. It's cool that they included it, but nope. That's not Caustic Caverns. And it's cool that she mentioned like the stuff about Caustic Caverns, but they don't include anything about it other than that, the acid part, the caustic part. It's not even a cavern. Anyway, during my research, I also found something out, which was, when I did my research for the presentation that I did in front of all my friends, I learned that one of the main producers of the film was Avi Arad. Now, you may not know who Avi Arad is, and if you don't know, he was the guy who forced Sam Raimi to put Venom in the movie Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire, because he wanted to sell more toys of Venom. So, I forgot how he did it, but he basically forced Sam Raimi to put Venom in the movie. And people often cite Spider-Man 3 as being bad because there were too many villains. So He's basically the guy who single-handedly ruined Spider-Man 3. And the Sam Raimi trilogy probably wasn't even a trilogy. Could have went further, but because of him, it did not. And he is the producer on the Borderlands movie, which just makes so much sense to me. Yeah, basically, you could see it coming from a mile away that this was going to be a stinker. A massive, massive stinker. And it really was, man. It was a really tough watch. And I watched the movie with my girlfriend, and we had played, I had her play Borderlands 3 a while ago, mainly because it was, I don't like Borderlands 3 at all. The writing is terrible, but the gameplay is the best in the franchise, unfortunately. So I had her play that with me. We didn't get to the end because it's really, really difficult to get to the end. Not because it's hard mechanically, but because it is just a shithole of a story to get through. And I can't keep putting myself through that, basically. But yeah, I definitely knew like a lot more about Borderlands than she did, but she knew like a tiny bit about like a good, fair amount. And the whole time my head was just in my hands, and she saw me in so much pain, basically. Also reminds me, in these games you have midget psychos, right? And I did not think that they were gonna have a little person in the game, or in the movie, sorry. But then I saw one shot in Sanctuary where they had two little people basically pimped out walking through the city, and I thought that was good. I'm glad that they included that, because honestly, I didn't think they would. Genuinely. During their research, I bet they were like, what is their obsession with midgets? I'm saying that word because that's the word that's used in the games. Up until 3, of course. Okay, I'll take that. My god, we are severely underleveled right now. I don't even remember going this far in the game, even though I am level 22 with, I think, Roland, or something like that. Oh. Claptrap is telling me that there are more missions at the Firestone bounty board. Fantastic. Did I ever finish the... Oh goodness. This one. I need to get to the third and final turbine break, which is right here. Fantastic. Alright, now I just gotta turn this in. All the turbines. Well, almost all the turbines are going. And, oh, I tried a little drag scope there. That's an old term right there. I haven't used in a long time. Very long time. Okay. Let's grab, or let's just hop into our car. And, yeah, I don't have, I only wrote down one more thing about the Borderlands movie to talk about, and that is, I mean, Borderlands is super known for its guns, right? Like, one thing that you have to get right is the fact that it's about the guns, and it's a looter shooter. That's super, super, super important to Borderlands. And they only mention one gun. There is only one gun, and believe me, I paid attention. I paid as close attention to all the guns that are included. And, like, you can see Atlas soldiers holding, like, Atlas guns. But, that's kind of it. Lilith has a flat-off infinity pistol, and Marcus is like, yes, infinity pistol, flat-off, nice. And that's kind of it, which is very tragic, again. But, yeah, I think I have said my piece, because once I start fighting things, it's not that bad. But I think I'm going to end the episode here, or the video here. I got to talk about everything I wanted to talk about regarding the Borderlands movie. And I got to make a video on the first Borderlands without needing to make a full series on it. So I can, at the very least, appreciate the Borderlands movie for allowing me to do a video like this. But it was at a very, very great cost, because that movie was so bad, man. I walked out of the theater, and there were some guys asking to give the movie a rating with their, like, Regal system. I don't know, they held, like, an iPad out to me, and I was like, no thanks. But then I asked them, are you guys Borderlands fans at all? And the guy said no, but he saw the movie and it was terrible. And yeah, man, I was like, yeah, biggest piece of shit I've ever watched, ever. It was so tragic to watch as a fan. Oh wait, I have DK's wave. Let me try this out before I die. Yeah. It is the wave. That's pretty cool. Let me take out this last skag whelp. Yeah, I'm pretty underleveled. I mean, not that underleveled, but yeah, my guns aren't really that good. So, yeah, maybe one day I'll actually beat Borderlands 1, even though I kind of know everything about it. But, I think I am going to end that video there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is, practically the first video with the actual, real setup with the new microphone, because as of right now I am using a Blue Yeti, and it actually took me a really long time to figure out some things that I needed to figure out. I'll save that explanation for another day, but yes, I think now I'm in a good spot to record stuff and things won't be muffled or sound bad. Of course, I can modify it to my liking, which I absolutely will. But yeah, I definitely have a lot more tinkering around to do with my setup. But as of right now, it is in a much better spot. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have seen the movie, feel free to discuss it with me. I would love to talk to you guys about that. And please, for the love of God, if you really do want to watch it, please just look it up on a pirating website. Please do not give them your money like I did. I personally had to, because I also wanted to make this video. But for the love of God, don't do it. Don't do what I did. You will regret it. And yeah, I couldn't have made this video without my love for the Borderlands franchise, so I had to give a little bit of appreciation to the start of it all, even though I have never beat it. Anyway, I'm done yapping. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you found it relaxing, and have a good